Hey, hi, good evening, viewers. So, welcome to Lockdown Leadership Series, and I'm super excited to host this show. Today, we will be having a conversation with business evangelist, founder of world's largest entrepreneurial group, Entrepreneur Excel, success coach, and she is a consultant. She is a founder. She is a global citizen. So here we welcome my dear friend and a super personality, Miss Namrata Thakker. So Namrata ji, I've been very inspired when I was just researching about you. So I know you from so many years, and I've been a part of your larger event wherein people from a global MNC contacting you to host the event for them. So, ma'am, I just want to know more about your journey because this is a series of lockdown leadership series. The reason we started this talk show was this unprecedented time brought lot of challenges for some business entrepreneurs, but also it brought a lot of opportunity. So I thought, who can be a better person than Namrata Thakker, who has been inspiring to millions of people through her selfless work, what she is doing. So just wanted to know more about your journey, ma'am. Like, how was your journey in life so far?
My journey in life has been like a roller coaster, like everyone. Life
Yes.
has not been fair to anyone. That's what I have been seeing. So we have learned to evolve and just work on it. So journey, as in lockdown journey, you're talking about, or what journey are you talking about, Pawan?
Overall journey, ma'am, like the moment when you started as a student, and then you got married, and then you went from Bombay to Australia. From Australia, you set a international business, and then you again came back to India, and then you formed world's largest group. So, all in all, we want to inspire people that, ma'am, like a person like you doing such a great work, phenomenal work. So, I want like people should learn. Normally, people give up when certain they come across any breakdown. So I want like if you can inspire people, if you can move people by your
Yeah.
action deed, and if you can communicate something, so that would be amazing, man.
Yeah. So, in short, Pawan, if I talk about my journey, it was
Yes.
like I started, checking the priorities. Like sometimes the family needed time, sometimes children needed time. So, though I was at the peak of businesses, I had to rock the boat in the middle of the seas. Like when I moved to Australia, my business in Mumbai was at peak and I was really doing very well. But the circumstances
Wow.
were such that I had to leave that and go there. And then in 2 3 years there everything was well set and I was with government of New South Wales there in Australia.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
again the family call came, the calling came, and then I had to take a decision to move back to India. So I had to rock the boat so many times in my career and because of the travel and all that. But every time, it was an experience. I have worked in 40 different businesses and worked closely
40
with
different.
the.
My goodness.
Yes.
Wow.
So I work
That's
in
amazing.
bank. I am a psychologist. I have done PhD in entrepreneurship and continuous learning. I'm still learning and doing some courses still. But working in various industries like manufacturing, I've been in Vapi. I've lived there for 3 years, and then education field, and then I worked in banks and with the finance industry. Like continuously, the journey is going on and on and on. I'm still exploring new avenues.
So it was just amazing. You are the right person for this show because you have been into 40 different industry, few different continents you have worked with. So let us welcome Namrata ji, our guest. So we have Sheetal Barot. She is doing an amazing work. She's a healer. So we have Dhananjay. Dhananjay is an amazing person who has been a rock solid support for. He has distributed meals to minimum lakhs of people. So Dhananjay is one such inspiring person. So good evening, Dhananjay. So we have Satya. He is the agropreneur. He is doing from Hyderabad. He has joined as a dear friend. And we
Oh,
have Khushbu. You must be knowing, ma'am, Khushbu. Khushbu is an influencer, and welcome
yes,
Khushbu
I
to
know
this
her.
amazing talk show. So Namrata ji, like, I just wanted to know, like, you have formed world's largest entrepreneurial group, and I have been to part of couple of your group where Facebook India has invited you to create an event for them, live event. So I just wanted to know, like, when you are entrepreneur Excel. So when you came back to India, what inspired you to form this such a huge group, which is creating waves, huge waves, and bringing transformation to thousands of people across Mumbai also, and also across global now in lockdown times. So what inspired you, ma'am, like to form this such a huge group?
Yeah, so Pawan, I came back to India in 2010, and this
Yes,
group I started exactly. We finished our fifth anniversary, 2006. So
yes,
we finished 5 years. So because after coming here, I learned one thing in life, Pawan, that what has got me here is not going to take me to next level. I have to continuously upgrade my skill. So when I
yes,
was learning, and I found out that by one small perspective change, 1 changed in my life, I was getting amazing results. So I thought, let
yes,
me share this with everyone. So just me and my co-founder Zenobia Ba, who was with me, we thought,
yes,
let us give back to the society. We just started with the intention that our learning, we were traveling across the world and having amazing learnings, what were mind blowing for us, and it was shocking for me. And I was thinking, gosh, when I was young, during 18, 19, I had that learnings, and it was really that, oh God, I didn't learn that. So I thought, let me share with everyone the learning, because we had really spent more than lakhs in that learning. So to give
absolutely.
back to the society, I started that, but it happened other way around. I learned a lot in the 5 years. I wanted to
Absolutely.
give back to the society, but I learned that everyone is not open to learning. There is only a particular, I would say, 0.0% people who are open to learning, and they are constantly in evaluation. So the whole community in 5 years, it was like, so much of lessons, so much of coming in, going out, and so many people, even if you do little thing, they have so much of gratitude. Some people you do endlessly, because we don't track, we don't track, okay, you got this much business, you got this much connection, because we believe in abundance, that we are just connecting people, and we just believe that universe will provide everyone what right people to right person. That's how we have spiritually evolved in this group. But meeting so many 70,000 different entrepreneurs, their perspective, their life became more learning for me than me giving to them. It became so.
Absolutely. So, Namrata madam, whenever I think about the word Excel, a thought comes to my mind that written by one of the business tycoon. He says that the highest reward for man's dedication to excellence is not what he gets from it, but from what he becomes through it. So, Namrata madam, you shared your success secret. Like, I mean, you were supposed to give, but in the process, you have got a lot of things from Entrepreneur Excel. So, I
Yeah.
just wanted to know, I understand, like, you haven't done it for, you are not tracking the business done, passed on. You are transforming life. It's a selfless. We believe into karma. Like we deposit good karma, and then it's give us gain philosophy. So I wanted to know what Namrata Thakker has become through this process. Like when she started, and now she has reached 70,000. Time, like a lot of people when they talk about you, I have been into like wherever I have been at a educational event, I've always seen you going with your entire band, like I mean team of people and all that. So can you share more about that, man? Like,
So my team is my biggest blessing, because we
yes,
clearly had a simple goals, and our vision, mission, and values were very clear, and they were very well explained to our team. So all my team members, they all are volunteers, Pawan. None of them are paid. Everyone are voluntary joining the cause for whatever we want to attribute for the success. Like all the entrepreneurs, especially in lockdown, in 4 months, I have had maximum messages and call and help needed by entrepreneurs, continuously chattering that, ma'am, what to do with this, how to re-strategize that business and all. But I learned so much, because I was so good offline. I used to take so many sessions of thousands of people offline, and I'm sure you have seen that. But I myself had an invitation to come online and live. So
wow,
March, April was the time when I was like, oh God, I have to come on live and live. And I was so much not prepared for it, because you tell me go and talk on the stage, I could easily do it. But if you tell me live, in our light team also, in Entrepreneur Excel, in 5 years, I had never conducted live. My team only used to conduct. So now, after I started from April, every day I am doing at least 7 to 8 lives, 7 to 8 plus sessions, and it is going on and on. So I learned that, in lockdown, everyone is doing what they have never done before, and they're learning what they have never learned before. So as a
yes,
person, I would say that I have a long way to go. After learning more and more, I feel, Arey, abhi to I have not even reached the tip of the iceberg. And
Yes.
I personally feel that this community, as you were there on the Facebook event, we are hosting LinkedIn events and lots of online events currently also we are hosting. In fact, with Maharashtra government, we are hosting on 26. So lots of events we have been hosting and meeting so many people. Like I just go with the intent, okay, I'm meeting Pawan, what will I learn from him? So with that total blank and clean slate, and I go. So that's how I'm evolving as a person. I'm learning to draw boundaries. I'm learning to say no, which I could never say. I'm learning to avoid distraction, and the list will go on.
Absolutely, beautifully said. Learning to say no is very important, especially when you grow in the ladder of leadership. So obviously, you cannot say yes to everyone and keep happy to everyone. So, ma'am, I want to know, like, I have always seen you in a bigger educational event with your entire team, and you yourself is a success coach. You help entrepreneurs to put process and system in place. And how do you feel about learning and development? How important it is for entrepreneurs and for startup and for all the people in every walks of life? How learning and development you rate? So can you share the importance of learning
So,
and development?
so all the entrepreneurs have to understand this one thing very clearly, that what you are now, if you don't upgrade yourself 4 times, I'm telling minimum 4 times, you are not going to sustain. This is not 2020, this is 2.0 virus. We all have to upgrade ourselves and change and reinvent and reset our business modes. Because you're seeing lots of business who are shutting down, you are seeing lots of business who are multiplying at this pace. So what pattern they have adopted to multiply. So we continuously, if we don't do R&D in our own business and don't do research and take right decision at right time, then definitely the business will not survive. Every business has the recession cycle, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. So depending on what is your foresight for your business, you have to upgrade. Learning and development is just unnegotiable in entrepreneurship. Otherwise you will become a dinosaur.
Yeah. So, ma'am, when we talk about success, then there is a twin brother of success. Like there is long nights. There is like people misunderstand you. People, when you talk about success, people, it's a depression. It's all about. So, how do you balance yourself? Because I know, like, we are a part of a smaller entrepreneurial group with 40, 50 of them. But you have been such and you have been seen at all across all the places. So, what is your success? How to balance yourself, ma'am? Like in all the walks of life, because सक्सेस फॉर सम पीपल इट इज ओनली दैट कि अरे यार मैं घर पे अच्छा होगा तो मेरा बिजनेस ग्रो नहीं होगा, बिजनेस ग्रो होगा तो घर में, तो पीपल हैव और एग्जांपल business or life, or they don't want and or something. So what is your take on that? How to balance yourself for as an entrepreneur, man?
So, Pawan, balance for me is the most important thing. Like, suppose right now I am talking live with you, I'm 100% with you. When I'm with my children, I'm 100% with my children. Or when I'm with family, I'm 100% with family. So, I never bother about what's happening here when I'm there. Wherever I am, first I give my 100%. And according to the priority, we have to change our reset buttons, because it doesn't make sense, Pawan, on reaching the most successful business venture on the day of your divorce, or when you have lost your children for something or anything. So what time, what priority needs to be there, that needs there. Because I have worked with India's number one lawyers, doctors, and every woman, they have gone to sabbatical for maybe 10 years. Like I've got my personal clients who have gone through that, and they are today number one doctors and lawyers of India. So the point is, we all women, I'm sure for men also it is the same. They also go through that cycle of transition. But for women, especially when the need comes, they have to balance. And I even learned in this whole process that, for me, saying no was very difficult. And I had to, be really tough and sensitive, and you will get haters also. First, I used to be very hurt. Array, this was the person I supported, and she's speaking this about me. But then after coaching, I learned, Pawan, the more haters you have, the sign of success, which I never knew. This was one of my learning. So now if
Absolutely.
people say anything about me, I don't care, because those who love me, they know, those who have worked with me, they know what I am. That they know that I'll be the most transparent and blunt person you'll meet. I don't know sugarcoating. So when you hear people talking about you now, it doesn't bother, and I have understood that this is a side of growth, and I take it as thank God that I'm growing, that my haters are growing.
So, ma'am, when you say all these things are very easy to say, ma'am, like, but how do you manage? Like, how do you say no to people when, like, as an entrepreneur, we cannot. So, how do you say no to people or circumstances wherein people may misunderstand you for certain reason? But you have to say for because you need to be focused. As an entrepreneur is highly focused on their business plan and area of importance. So so what is your success secret? Because if people can learn from you that one success secret, because it may show maybe a hit for me basically, because you like I mean a lot of people they hesitate to say no to certain situations, certain people. So if you can throw some light on that, man.
Yeah, my one of the greatest takeaway, Pawan, was that in life nobody is ever busy. It is all about priorities, which we all know.
Okay.
So when
Yes.
you have to say no, you have to be very clear on, okay, right now this is my priority, right now that is my priority. So once you learn to communicate well and say that, okay, right now currently I'm dealing with this, and that's why it's not that I want to tell you a no, but currently my priority is this. When you communicate it clearly, the people who are your followers and who are your friends, they will understand. And as I told you, those who are your haters, how much ever you try to give them explanation, they will not understand. So don't bother to give them explanation, but I try to communicate my best. That, see, I at least communicate, like if I'm not able to answer any calls, or if I'm not able to revert to a message, I at least reply that, sorry, I'm stuck up here, I'll get back to you at so and so time. But the thing is that once you tell, the person who understands, who understands doesn't call back, that's fine. They were not for you, they were not your followers.
Yes. So, ma'am, I just want to know, like, what is your success mantra for your smile? Because I have always seen you wherever you are, whatever situation, you always smile. Because and smile denotes that you are at ease. Because I know, like, it's a duck situation wherein duck stays very calm at the surface, but internally it is. So, how do you manage to keep your smile, ma'am, in tough situations, especially in this lockdown, unprecedented times, and a lot of people looking at you as a leader? A lot of people expect because since you are a leader, so people look at the leader like a leader will demonstrate that certain qualities wherein people would get inspired and they don't get bogged down. So, what is your success secret about keeping a smile in tough situation, ma'am? Like, because I've always seen you that, like, I mean, I haven't seen you frowning or so it's very difficult trait, but it's one of the most important trait for a influencer. Like you are an influencer, you influence a lot of people. So how do you manage to do that, man?
Pawan, that's a wonderful question. There are lots of people, even strangers, ask me, from my building, that tower which I live is 15th floor. They have stopped me and asked, 10 years, that whenever we see you, how come you always manage to smile and greet people and all? So, again, Pawan, very well noticed. Okay, thank you for that. And trust me, it is not easy. It is very, very difficult, as you said. What happens is, in life, I have, after I learned about what I spoke about boundaries, I have 2 to 3 close friends who I can talk any bullshit, or I can say that, okay, I'm dealing with that. So, I have venting machines very well with me, closely connected, who are non judgmental, who will, love me for whatever I am. So either I, go and change that situation, what I'm dealing with, or I accept it कि ये बदलने वाला नहीं है, this is going to be like that. So there are only two options in any calamities that comes in life, that either you go and change it, or if it is not in my control, it is not going to change. So I go and went out with to my inner circle. I'm blessed with wonderful friends, totally non-judgmental stage, and I learned in these boundaries that everyone doesn't need to know what I am going through, everyone doesn't need. So smile can never go wrong, it can never go give wrong messages. So it is the safest thing to just smile and be quiet, and instead of saying some words and getting into controversies. So now I've learned whom to speak, whom what to speak, and when to be quiet. That also took a lot of wisdom.
Okay, so thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your very important. So, like, whenever you smile, like, so you do it consciously or like it just happened? You wear it like, बोलते हैं ना, smile is the biggest jewelry ladies can or a person can wear basically. So you do it consciously or it comes like ki abhi I have to be or you become conscious at situation.
It comes naturally.
Okay. So
Me,
ma'am,
after so
I
many
would
years, it
be
definitely now comes very naturally. I don't have to work on it.
and also it eases down the situation, ma'am. Like a tough situation, whenever you smile, at least it doesn't do much to the situation, but you are at ease. I feel like so ma'am. I'll be doing
Yeah, because I believe a lot
uh,
in law of
so, ma'am, we have one more guest, Dr. Swati Shilsagar. She's an amazing doctor. She's a radiologist. I work specially like Ms. Thakker. She's an business evangelist and be at the show. She is one such lady entrepreneur who is she wants to create a global chain of diagnostic centers. Swati Shilsagar.
wow.
So she has many amazing qualities. Thank you, Dr. Swati, to be a part of. She has a state of the hall clinic at Borivali, one of the best clinic, and she has given 20 years of her life in working with one of the top MNC hospitals and all. So thank you, Dr. Swati, to be
Wow.
a part of this. So, ma'am, we will do a small rapid fire. So I know you are good at everything and everything you can really manage it well. So, ma'am, your mantra for self-love, like because you said like success should be purely with fulfillment and it should be full of fulfillment. So fulfillment will not stay without self-love. So your mantra for self-love, ma'am. Rapid fire.
For me, self-love is foundation of everything. Anything you want in life, the first thing you have to love yourself, and then everything follows.
Everything you follow. Thank you so much, ma'am. So, ma'am, your mantra for growth, like you have been a part of Entrepreneur Excel with your leadership and your co-founders' leadership. You all have scaled. So, your mantra for growth, you have been a success coach and you're working with some of the best entrepreneurs across the world and you are helping them with system process and giving them mindset, conditioning, and everything. So, your mantra for growth, ma'am. Yeah.
For me, growth is not an luxury. It is very essential. If anything which doesn't grow dies, as simple as that. So growth is our basic human need, and whether it's personal relation, whether it's professional relation, growth, everything has to grow. Otherwise, it dies.
Okay. Done. So, ma'am, like since you have formed this such a huge group, so without leadership, without it is not possible. Like, I mean, of course, your leadership rate must be at your own. So, how do you manage leadership at home as well as leadership at Entrepreneur Excel? So, leadership, your mantra for leadership, ma'am.
For me, leadership is not, I don't want to create followers, Pawan, I create leaders. So I give my all the team and everyone, they are totally free hand and they themselves are leaders in their field. So I allow them the freedom, I give them, opportunity to make mistakes also. And we all learn from mistakes. So they are not followers, they are totally leaders by themselves and I create leaders.
Okay. Okay. So a true leader is a person who creates a lot of leader, and of course, I've always seen like the scale of events which you guys are managing, be it be Facebook, be it be LinkedIn, be it be any such places. So whenever I open my Instagram or YouTube or so Entrepreneur Excel is there always. So it is one of the such event, and I have seen in lockdown time also. You have been doing very kindful work, like great gesture for helping humanity. So, ma'am, your mantra for gratitude, like, so how about your gratitude, your mantra for gratitude, ma'am?
So gratitude is the frequency, Pavan, where I live. So once you are, totally aligned to the gratitude frequency in life, there is no place for regret. There is no place for anger. Everything goes because I'm always in the gratitude frequency. In whatever state life has put me, I have been in gratitude state, and that's my favorite place to be.
So nice, ma'am. So, ma'am, wherever you have been, ma'am, you have created, of course, you said like you have been into 40 businesses. You have derived some formula and you must have failed sometimes in your life in some businesses. So, how did you overcome those failures? attributes and like if you can share with our viewers, it would be just amazing, ma'am. Like your
Sorry, can
success,
you
because
repeat, Pawan?
Namrata Thakker means a
Um,
big name, and
Thank you, Pawan.
yeah,
Your voice was
see,
cracking.
you have been into 40 businesses.
Yeah, I don't know why your voice is cracking. I don't know. There's a problem on my
Okay, okay.
side. Or,
Can you hear me now?
uh, yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So, ma'am, like you have been into 40 different businesses. You have been a part of global thing at Australia as well as in India, and you have been a success coach. So, what are the mantras you will share with your like what are the key traits for an entrepreneur to?
So, Pawan, yes, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, I don't know suddenly. Yeah. So, Pawan, success mantra say I would say I am a product of my failures. Like I have failed so many times to achieve this success. So I've been continuously never giving up and continuously learning and failing and failing. So I have never ever, I'm not a product of my success. I'm product of my multiple failures and so many, adventures which I've taken and I have failed for certain reasons also. So that was a learning and again not giving up and trying again and again. So that's what it is happening. So I know what fails and what works.
So, ma'am, and how do you manage yourself, ma'am, yourself inner talk, like your mantra for self-talk? Because whenever we fail as a society, especially in India, when we fail, people don't look up to us as a different eye. Like, I mean, they want to get by a lot of people because he knows what doesn't work. But so how do you manage your self-talk, ma'am? Like,
Yeah.
how do you
So
manage your
Pavan,
self-talk
I just tell myself one thing,
when
Pavan. Yeah. Yeah, Pawan. So there's only one mantra which I tell myself again and again, that success is the only option. I have no other option. That is my first mantra, that I have to succeed because I am a go getter. I am always, always about to win. And I win after trying. I have not one project I have tried maybe more than 25 times and I have failed 25 times, but I have not given up. I'm continuously trying. I try plan A, plan B, and whatever it is to get the result. So success is the only option. That's what I would say.
just amazing, man. Thank you so much for very straight about what work. Like, normally we want to be goody goody. We want people to just say good things about everything, and we don't want to talk about failures and all. So thank you so much for sharing about. So meantime, we have another doctor joining, and she is a homeopath, Dr. Jasmine Patel, amazing doctor, and she is one such doctor who is an amazing personality, Dr. Jasmine. And so I have told like Namrata Thakker would be a right person to look after, because you want to create some successful one. She's working for. I don't know like what inspired Namrata Thakker to drive at this particular time. Like what drives you to get out of everything? Because I have seen in lockdown time, you are really very busy and you are doing amazing activity. You are part of multiple groups and you are really. So what drives Namrata Thakker? What drives Namrata
So
Thakker?
my mission is to have a fulfilled community of entrepreneurs, Pawan, to be balanced successfully and fulfilled in all areas of life. That is my clear vision, and it really drives me. Morning, I get up for that. That okay, today whom am I going to help? Today, who is the next person whom I so that gives me so much energy. My success stories of the clients gives me all the energy to get up and drive me. That's a vitamin for me.
So, ladies and gentlemen, viewers, learn from this. Like, if you are living up to your purpose, what you have said, it will definitely drive you. And who can better understand where global coming to her and asking her to host the event. I have been personally a part of 3 such event of Namrata Thakker. So meantime, we have Melinda K. Melinda K is a dear friend. You know Melinda K Mam, and is an amazing entrepreneur. He's also running talk show, and he's into real estate entrepreneurship and amazing thing. So, ma'am, I want to know, like, do you have your vision board, ma'am? Like, as an a success coach, as an entrepreneur, do you believe in vision board? And do you set vision
Very
board for
much.
yourself, ma'am?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. I very much believe in law of attraction, Pawan, and vision board. It works like my 2019 vision board is exactly, I achieved each and everything what was there in 2019, and 2020 I have achieved even more in lockdown. So my whatever I was going to suppose to achieve by December, by June, I have already achieved that target. Vision board works wonders when you understand the right way. And you know Zenobia Khodaiji, who is my co-founder,
Yes, of
she is a
course, of course.
master of vision board. And when I follow her techniques of how pictures and where vision board has to be kept, it works wonders. So I totally believe that you have to live as if that has already happened. And I have seen miracle result in 2019 also, and again 2020.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Like, so viewers, please make a note of it. Keep a vision board for yourself. Namrata Thakker said a very important thing was like she has achieved all her goals by keeping her vision board, and she has worked for it. Not only she has created that vision, but she has equally worked very hard. And without working hard, you won't achieve that kind of success what she has achieved. So, ma'am, I just wanted to, viewers, if you have any questions you need to ask, please write it down. Namrata ji would be grateful to answer. She is a very busy entrepreneur, and this lockdown times, I thought like she would be accessible. But out of 13 hosts who I have invited, she was the one. She was extremely very busy, but she was the one to really accept my invitation in less than 30 seconds. So I'm thankful to her to remove time from her busy schedule. So,
Pawan,
viewers, please.
I would like to correct you, Pawan. I'm never busy. I'm never busy. I'm always available. I'm never busy.
Yes. So, Melinda is asking how. For that, you have to do vision board program of law of attraction program of Namrata Kudaiji. She would be the person.
Zenobia Khodaiji. Zenobia Khodaiji, not me.
Namrata Kudaiji. Sorry,
Zenobia
Zenobia
Khodaiji.
Kudaiji.
Yeah.
Zenobia Kodaiji, she is the co-founder of Entrepreneur Excel. So Melinda is asking how vision board works. Okay.
Yeah.
So can you
So
answer this
first,
question, ma'am, in one
yes,
short line?
very well.
How vision board works?
Very well. Very well. When we have vision board works with the way that I know my direction is clear. Like suppose I'm right now in Andheri and I know that I want to go to Churchgate. So I will not work towards going to Borivali. So my vision is very clear that I want to reach Churchgate. So it doesn't matter whether I go by train, I go walking, or I go running, or I go by bike, car, but I know what is where I have to reach Churchgate. So once my vision is clear, I will not walk on the wrong direction. I'll not go towards Borivali, or I'll not, work hard there. So once our vision board is there, it will keep on reminding you that this is where you have to reach. So you will do any route or any track, and universe will guide you the frequency when you vibrate at that same vision board. Like I have on my mobile, I have on my living room, and everywhere my vision boards, and that reminder is there everywhere to tell me, okay, am I living my purpose, whatever I've done today to reach my vision. So every day that small steps helps you to reach there. And this lockdown has been a real gift. It has been like to connect to so many people.
So well said, ma'am. Like, of course, like all the big entrepreneurs, CEO, they have their vision and they have their goals lined up. So it really helps. So, ma'am, one last question I need to ask you. So they say that you are the average of 5 people you stay with. You are the average of 5 people. So who are your 5 people, ma'am? Who are your 5 people you that you manage
I
to?
have multiple, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
have five wonderful people whom I spend my time with, but I would not like to name them. Otherwise, others
Then I don't want to name it, ma'am. Like, how do
on
you
the
believe? Like,
because yeah.
I really
I
understand, ma'am. I
strongly
really.
believe, Pawan, that yeah, I strongly believe that you are the product of five people whom you spend your time with, and they influence your thought, your process, your action because environment matters. Environment is everything. You know the importance of environment in all areas again of life, even in health. If you are with a person who is totally a health freak, you will become a health freak, or if you are with a person who is totally, non-ambitious person, you will become like that. So it is very important to surround yourself with right people. So I continuously keep on looking for gurus whom I look up to, and I model them. I see, I sit and observe them what they are doing, and one sentence what I learn from there, it's equivalent to reading 100 books, which I take the
Absolutely.
examples from live leaders, and I always love surrounding by those successful people. I'm blessed to
Absolutely.
have those people around me.
Yes, absolutely. Ma'am, so viewers kindly subscribe YouTube of Entrepreneur Excel Facebook page, Instagram page. You will get tremendous. If you have any questions, you can directly write to their team. They are wonderful people. If you really want to get benefited, they have their group. They do a lot of activities where they can really be a part of. It's a group of 70,000 entrepreneurs. If people want to do their promotion, be it be anything, because Namrata ma'am, she is a success coach by herself. She helps entrepreneurs to set proper system and process. And if you want to, so you can directly be in touch with them. And also do subscribe my page as well, 10x Pawan in Facebook, Instagram, as well as YouTube. So any lasting comment, ma'am? Like we are almost time has flew away. But talking to you, 37 minutes has just flew away. I know one such episode won't be able to accommodate Namrata Thakker. So, but then we have to respect time, ma'am. So any lasting comment, like if you want to
Yeah,
give.
yeah, definitely. I would like to say, Pawan, you're doing a wonderful job in finance. I've been observing you since years. The consistency in what you're working, and you are trying all the new avenues also. What I'm seeing, I've not seen you working in one single dimension. I have seen you multiple variation and trial and errors. So really keep up the good work, Pawan. I'm really proud of
Thank
you.
you so much, ma'am. So we have been inspired by you, ma'am. Like whenever I see you, the childlike curiosity and the way you just inspire a lot of people. Because I know we are into leadership role, so inspiring people and leading is not an easy task. So it's up to we look up to you, ma'am. So so thank you so much, Namrata ji. Thank you, viewers. Thank you so much to
My
be a part of this
pleasure.
wonderful show. And just be in touch with us, and just thank you so much. Thank you.